We start off this episode with the Euros draw, and we have been drawn in pot 1, so that's always a plus. There's England, France, Germany, Greece, Italy, and Turkey in the first pot. In pot number 2, you've got teams like Austria, Croatia, Denmark. The Portuguese are the ones to avoid in there. I'd love to get revenge against Sweden and Ukraine. Pot number 3, you've got the Netherlands. You don't want to get the Netherlands. You don't want to be in a group with Portugal and the Netherlands. That's looking like it could be one of the hardest groups, alongside Spain as well. And then the 4th group, Belgium. There could be some absolute horrible draws in this. Now let's start this off, and it is Stefan Chapuisat, the Swiss legend, is going to do the draw. Turkey go into Group A. Into Group B, we have got Germany. Let's hope they get a really hard group. Let's hope they get Spain, Portugal, and Belgium. That'll be an absolute ball ache of a group to be in. Greece are in Group C. I mean, we'll take Group C. We'll take that for now. I mean, there's no other teams out, so why not? England go into Group D. Could be tough. And then Group E, I'm not sure how the draw works, who will play, where we'll finish, but we'll sort that out later on. Group F, the summer's going to be absolutely fantastic. France go into Group F. Alongside Group A, in Turkey's group, goes Croatia. Bit of a nothing group there so far. In Group B, who is coming out in Group B? It will be Sweden. So Germany, Sweden, fairly decent group. Now we want Austria, Denmark, or Ukraine. Denmark, we'll take it. We've beaten them at the World Cup. We'll play them again. That's absolutely fine. England's group, they go in with Austria. Austria are very good. They've got Huskovic up front. He is one to watch. He is an absolute baller on this save. Italy will get Portugal. Tough try for the Italians. That's a tough tie. I feel like the Euros is the hardest competition to win. France and Ukraine, nothing group at the moment. Who goes in with the Croats and Turks? Spain. So we don't get Spain. That's a dub. The Netherlands will go hopefully in Germany's group. That'll be class. Montenegro. Germany got an easy group, to be honest. Sweden are good, but they're not that great. Who will we get? We get the Netherlands. We have to play Netherlands again. We seem to play them at every major competition and qualifying stage, so we'll play the Dutch. That's fine. Ireland go in with England. Big derby game there. Italy, Portugal. If Norway go in here, it'd be tough. Switzerland, they're a good side as well. That's a tough group. The Swiss are very good. France, Ukraine, and Norway. Norway are good. They've got the robot up top in Erling Haaland, so that'll be a tough little group going on there. Who's going in with Turkey? Belgium, hopefully. The Scots. Scotland have got a good group, although they did get knocked out in the World Cup by Suriname, so don't let me speak too much. Belgium, so we avoided all the big teams in here, so anyone we get here is going to be a little bit of an easy dub for us, to be honest. Czechia, Czech Republic, another good side. It's a solid group. Netherlands are the team to worry about in there. We have beaten them at major competitions before. Wales, England, and Ireland, what a group that is. What a home nations group that is, apart from Ireland, obviously. We'll probably find I'm not a home nation for Britain. But yeah, Slovenia go in that group, and that leaves Israel to go in with Ukraine and Norway. And here we are. Here is the draw. Group A, just to confirm, Turkey, Croatia, Spain, Scotland. B, Germany, Sweden, Montenegro, Belgium, Greece, Denmark, the Netherlands, Czechia, England, Austria, Ireland, Wales, Italy, Portugal, Switzerland, Slovenia, France, Ukraine, Norway, and Israel wraps up this draw. Now let's see how we're getting on at club level in the Champions League. In the round of 16, Fernando Hierro drew us out in the easiest draw we could have got. We got FC Porto, which is one of the easiest sides we could have got. To round off this draw, you got Arsenal, Man United, AC Milan, Valencia, Madrid, Chelsea, Inter, Bayern, Porto, Aris, Atletico Madrid, Ajax, Bilbao, Barcelona, and Newcastle versus PSG. We had a lot of injuries and suspensions going into the first leg against Porto, but we came out firing with the first 2 goals from us, but it was all Porto after that as they came back to draw 3-3 in a real basketball tie. Porto are a good side. I shouldn't have underestimated them, and it left us set up for a winner-takes-all second leg. It didn't go very well for us right off the bat as Tony Martinez, the former West Ham man, banged in a goal. He's a goal-scoring machine for Porto, and it put them 1 up on the tie, but we wasn't to be denied at home. We still haven't lost a Champions League game at home, and it is a massive fortress as we came back in this game to absolutely humble Porto. Samuel Justo hasn't played much for us this season, but got us back into the game with a finesse finish. Pass, Mantle in goal, and after that it was all us. Arachi into Justo again, causing problems as Arachi came, found the pass to Lucas Fidele. Fidele marauds in the box and smashes it past the keeper to put us back in front in the game and back in front in this tie. And it was no well deserved as we rounded it off in the 75th minute with an absolute peach of a goal. Fidele out on the right wing causing problems again. Bazdar heads it and Brenner just gets onto it somehow and it goes in and we progress. Fernando Hierro again did us the favours in the draw for the quarterfinal as we got the easiest draw we could have got. Again, the luck is with us in this save, lads. To round off this draw of the quarterfinal of the Champions League, it is Man United versus AC Milan, Madrid versus Bayern, us versus Ajax, and Barcelona go to PSG. And if we were to progress to the semi-final, we would get one of Barcelona or Paris Saint-Germain. I think getting past Ajax is realistic, but anything further would just be down to absolute pure luck. Ajax, like I said, were no match for us. And the home leg, we absolutely smashed them with the pick of the goals coming in the 36th minute. Sortirici's just plays a nice little ball through the goalkeeper and we went on to beat them 3-0. We kept our shape in the second leg and a Brenner penalty made us win the game 1-0 to progress to play PSG. It was a winner takes all second leg as we drew 0-0 at home with PSG and we were getting absolutely battered. The overpowered Ninja Turtles side were absolutely dominating us and they went 2-0 up fairly quickly into the game and it was looking like game over. But we were valiant and we fought back. We went attacking. We thought if we get stuffed 5-0, we get stuffed 5-0. The second half, it was a big performance and in the 70th minute after the substitutions, we got one back. Podishayev was dangerous, but Bazdar is an absolute super sub. The Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of the side put us back in the game and it was all us from there on in. PSG didn't know what was happening, they didn't know what was going on, and Job Bellingham, the hero of the game, to put it into extra time and penalties, but sadly it wasn't enough. They beat us on penalties and we've had a good run. We won it last year, got to the semis just there. It just wasn't our time. Now let's take a look how the other teams have done in Europe from Greece. As we got to the semi-finals, Olympiacos got to the round of 16 in the Europa League, losing eventually to Club Brugge. They did so well. They beat them 2-1 away from home, but got smashed 5-0 at home. Jack Ross's side just wasn't good enough. But getting to the round of 16 is great for Olympiacos. They've never been good in Europe, and this has been the first season that they've done very, very well. PAOK didn't do so well. They got to the round of 16 in the Conference League. Really should have progressed, in my opinion. They should have beat VTSC, but they just wasn't good enough. And both sides go out at that stage with AEK not even qualifying for the knockout round. So our coefficiency took a little bit of a hit, but we did well enough. And hopefully when the new league rankings are announced, we're going to go up a place or two. But fingers crossed, let's hope that happens for the Greek league. It is by no surprise that we have won the Greek Super League again. For the 5th or 6th time in a row now, I lose count, but this is the first time I believe we've won it at home. We normally do it on the road, and it's usually against PAOK, Olympiacos, or ALK Athens, but we've done it at home in front of our home fans in what could potentially be one of our last seasons in this stadium as the new stadium is coming into play. The boys have played so well this season. We're still undefeated in about 147 games. These lads don't know how to lose domestically. Domestically, we have cleaned up. It is a 4th or 3rd. I can't remember how many cups we've won now, but it's another Greek cup to add to the trophy list. Absolutely smashed it this season. It was a shame about the Champions League only getting to the semi-final, but getting beat on penalties, it was just bad luck. Like I said, the overpowered Ninja Turtles team beat us, but domestically, we've done everything we can. I'm so proud of the boys. It's another trophy to add to their trophy list and make us one of the best managers of all time. Now we're going to go through the squad and the players' performances this season and wrap up the video. You can't really ask for much more than a domestic double and a Champions League semi-final. I think the boys have done really well this season, and on the screen now you will see their stats. Diego Calaya has been number 1 all season. He's played pretty much every single game. It's been absolutely class for us. He's going to have stiff competition next season with Restes coming in, but I feel like he's a great goalkeeper, still only 23 years of age. If someone comes in for him, we're going to have to sell him because Restes, I would imagine, will be our number 1 next season. How long we can keep Restes for, I don't know, but at least we'll have him for a season at least, and that will help build up the bank balance. Lucas Fidele at right back, well, he's been absolutely class. I'm worried about losing him as well. Big clubs are after him as well. Clubs like Bayer Leverkusen, who have got big budgets and are a big side and a bigger reputation side than us. So he's a quality player. It'd be a shame to lose him. He's been one of the best right backs I've ever had on Football Manager as well. And we've got players like Zevkovic. He's been absolute quality. The 20-year-old Serbian is absolutely class. Nearly 60 games for the club, scores headers from corners. He's just like a Nemanja Vidic new gen. He's been insane this season. He's improving all the time as well. I want to show you some other players that are currently out injured as well, so I'll add them in too. But one of my players of the season this season has been Naeem Karimi. Absolutely stacked winger, only 19 years of age, Norwegian first team international as well. 12 goals in 32 games in his first season, competing with Podashayev, who is our best player and probably the best winger in our save at the moment. He's been absolutely insane. If we lose either one of them, it will be a shame. We've got two world-class wingers, in my opinion, on that side. Other players that I want to point out, Brenner hasn't had the season that he's had. He's wanted by clubs as well. He's currently wanted by the Middle East. And I feel like if they come in with like 13, 14, 15 million pound range, you pay 2 million for him. It'll be a shame to see him go because he's got 71 goals in 92 games for the club. But it will be his time. Other players that have done really well and that you have seen throughout this save so far has been Mikhail Podishayev. I've definitely ruined his name, but look at those stats. He plays right wing. He's got 32 goals in 61 appearances for this football club. He is the talisman. He is the new Manu Garcia. When this guy plays, things start to go well. He is the Russian Messi. I don't care. It's always a Messi comparison, but that lad is good. Samad Bazdar is the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of this save. 31 goals in 90 games for us. Comes off the bench, bagged goals. Can't really ask much more, but again, he's wanted as well by the Middle East. We've got Gorkarez coming in next season, so one of him or Brenner probably has to leave the football club due to the Champions League rules. But, you know, that's about it. Jude Bellingham as well has had another good season, keeps coming through. I'm hoping one day he will play for the Greek national side because I can't see him playing for England, but been absolutely immense for us on a free transfer. One player I do want to pay attention to before we do wrap up this video is Daisuke Narita. He's got a lot of potential. He's played 14 games for us, mainly off the bench. Started a few games as well in the games that we knew we were going to win. He's got a lot of improvement to do on the pitch. He's got a lot of improvement to do on his stats. I might loan him out next season. I might keep him as backup. Left back is a bit of an issue for us. Alvaro Fernandez, he's fairly good, but we lost Luka Netz this season, and that was probably the difference of us going further in the Champions League or not, because Luka Netz is absolutely stacked. Fernandez had his chance this season, took it absolutely well. Been a quality player for us and remain a player for us, I think, in my opinion. Hopefully he starts to play for Greece in a couple of years' time as well, because we need some quality fullbacks. But that's it. That's the season all rounded up. On the next video, we will see how we do at Euro 2028, and we are without a big man in that team.